Hello students, welcome to our online session. Today's class we will discuss about one type of token. If you could remember, these classes were discussing about a concept called tokens. Tokens are called smallest element in C program, we call it as tokens. Varieties of categories of tokens are there like keywords, identifier, constants, variables, operators and other things. So we already finished with two types of token. One is called keywords, and if you could remember, keyword is a reserved words are called keywords. Then we finished with the concept of identifiers. The name I use in the computer, I call it as identifiers, and we have seen set of rules to give an identifier names. With that we finished. Today's class will start with our another type of tokens called operators. Okay, so in computer, when we want to perform some arithmetic operation, some calculation and other things, we will use a concept called operators. Operators means where we are operating upon. See, in maths, when I say 5 plus 3, we will make it as 8. Here in computer term, this 5 and 3 is called operand. Okay, we use the operand. And what is the symbol we use? Plus. Plus is called operator. So 5 plus 3 is operating upon the symbol called plus. So it will add two numbers and you will get a result as 8. So the work of operator is to, based upon the operand's value, it perform the operation and give you. So here I'm introducing two terms. One is called operator, another is called operand. So operand means the value I specify or call it as operands, and operator means the symbol I use to perform certain operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, greater than, lesser than, equal to, not equal to, that I call it as operator. So today's session we will discuss about the concept of operators. So the definition of operators goes like this. I think you can see here, operators are symbols which take one or more operands. Now you can understand what is operands. The value where we are going to acting upon, we call it as operands or expressions, and perform arithmetic or logical computation. Arithmetic and logical computation is not a difficult concept. Arithmetic means all your arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Logical means you compare between two values and check whether both the comparisons are same or not, and all comes under logical computation. So to perform any operation, we use these operators. Okay, so one example is given. So 4 plus 9 is equal, 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Here 4 and 5 are called operands and plus is called operator. Now you will understand, I think so. The symbols I use to perform any calculation, I call it as operators. This operator is of various type. Some of the type I have specified. This is arithmetical operator, logical operator, and we have one more operator called relational. Don't write or, make, and. Okay, it is logical and logical operators are there. Relational operator is there, bitwise operator, assignment operator, and other remaining miscellaneous operators. So what are the operators we have? Arithmetical operator, logical operator, relational operator. This make it as and. Okay, this one instead of or it is and. Bitwise operator, assignment, and miscellaneous operator. Okay, these are the different types of operators we have. We will start with arithmetic operation. The term only says arithmetic. Arithmetic means the calculation behind it. So to perform any arithmetical operation, the operator I use, I call it as arithmetic operators. So when I say arithmetic operators, what are the things used is addition. The symbol we use is plus. Next is subtraction. The symbol we use is minus. Third is multiplication. The symbol we use, we don't use, actually in mathematics we use a symbol X, but when it comes to computer, we don't use X because there is an alphabet X. So we use a symbol called asterisk, like a star symbol it will be. I will show it here. See, this is multiplication symbol. It will be like a star. You can see this above 8 in the keyboard, or in the right side also it will be there. So asterisk we call it as multiplication, and division usually we will give it as percentage and all, but here we will use So for multiplication, we'll be using this symbol. Okay, kindly note it off. Multiplication symbol, we don't put X, what we use in mathematics. Here we will use the symbol and name of the symbol, we call it as asterisk. Okay, and division, this is the symbol for division. One slash, just a slanting line. What we put is called division. So this is division symbol. See how they are given, B slash A will give you 2. Like that, the slash is the division symbol. And one more thing, like mathematics, no, we can't write by 5 by 2 and all. So we will put 5 slash 2. Slash is meant for division. Then modulus. Actually, this is something different which we usually think. Symbol used is percentage. Purpose of this is division means you will get quotient value, not the remainder. So in case you want to store the remainder value during division, then you have to give modulus. For example, when I say 5 divided by 2, your answer is, when you divide, answer will be 2. Same thing, 5 modulus 2, when I give, your answer will be, remainder is 1. So your answer will be 1. So understand, slash is for division, percentage is for modulus. Let me write it here. So here, when I say 5 divided by 2. So when you divide 5 divided by 2, your answer is going to be 2 times it will go 2. Then when you say 11 divided by 4. So 2 times it will go 8. Remainder will be 3. So now 11 divided by 4 means 2. Okay, any value if you divide, quotient value will be taken. In same thing, when I say 5 percentage, okay, percentage 2, when you give, your answer will be what remainder you will get while dividing. So if you divide 5 divided by 2, so usually division ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2, so ಎಷ್ಟು time ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, 2 times. So you put 2 here. So 4 remainder ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು, you will get 1 as a remainder. So this 1 will be taken in this answer. So here answer will be 1. So here answer will be 1. Same way for this, when I say 11 percentage percentage 4, when you give, once again, once you divide 4 this side, once you divide by 11, so 2 times it will go, no, so 2 8, and the remainder is going to be 3. So this 3, this 3 will be taken as modulus. This is called slash. Slash is division. Modulus, this is called modulus. So don't tell, here we don't call it as percentage symbol, we call it as modulus. Here it will save the quotient value, and this here it will save the remainder value. This is how it works. Okay, this is something new which you need to understand. Let me share the screen. Now you can go through modulus operator, remainder of after a integer division. After division, the remainder value we call it as modulus. So division stores quotient value, modulus store remainder value. So what are arithmetic operators means, you will write plus, that is addition. One example, if you want, you can give a plus b will give you 30 means, see, before they have assigned a as 10 and b as 20. So that's the reason they have put a plus b. When I give, I will get 30. Next is minus, is next operator in arithmetic. Then subtraction, a minus b gives minus 10. Then asterisk, multiplication, a asterisk b, slash division, modulus is will show you the remainder value in your division. Quotient will be stored in the slash. Modulus percentage symbol, we will store the remainder. So arithmetic operators are of, when I say arithmetic operators, mention arithmetic operators, you will mention 5. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus operator. That's all. Here, I think very simple. What are arithmetic operators? There are 5 arithmetic operators are there. They are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. When you write like that, you need to mention the symbols also. Here. Next comes logical operator. So this is logical operator. Okay, when it comes to logical operator, there are three types of logical operator: and, or, and not. Okay, when it comes to AND, usually logical operators are used to for a comparison purpose when both this condition is satisfied, like that. Any logical comparison when I need to do, I can go for this operation. Things is and or not. First this and, when I say and, see, for example, we can take to get into this BSc PMCS course. Okay, first thing is you should have cleared PUC. PUC fail adre you can't do this joint degree at all. First thing is PUC. Then to join PMCS, you should have taken max in your PUC. People who take botany, zoology, chemistry, physics combination, people can't do this PMCS course. Understand? So, ಎರಡು condition satisfy agidre matra you can get admission to PMCS. Like this, when I give a condition, everything is satisfied, then you get admission for this course. Yav condition kodtivi. One thing, you should have cleared PUC, and also you should have taken max in your PU level. Like that. And is an operator. See, here it is there. It gives, see, it returns true when both the conditions are true. Kotirve ashtu condition true agidre, then we can take it as a logical and. The symbol we use, we don't type in program when we write, we don't type LOGACAL, AND and all. We just use the symbol. 2 times this and symbol when we put, we call it as logical and. Next, or symbol we use is pipe symbol. In computer keyboard, this symbol will be available next to the brackets. Okay, square bracket next to that, above enter key. Above enter key, this symbol will be there. Usually we call this as a pipe symbol. 2 times you need to put. Logical or means 2 times pipe symbol you need to put. Here, what is the thing? Yeah, any one condition at least is true, it will work. Yeah, it's not the 2 condition has to be true. Any one condition is true also, it will work for logical or operator. Okay, not all conditions should be true. Any one condition in a given condition is true, it can work. Okay. Next is and not. Not is, it's like a ulta. When I say yes, answer will be no. When I say no, answer will be yes. So and given by symbol called explanatory symbol. Explanatory symbol will be above 1. When you put shift and 1, you will find this explanatory symbol. Okay, this is used to express the logical notation. So logical operators are 3. One is and, or, and not. Okay, 3 types of logical operators. Next, we will discuss about relational operators. These are all relational operators, which is used to identify the relation between the values. Those kind of operators are called relational operators. Some of relational operators are equal to, not equal to, greater than, equal to, greater than, equal to. See, when I want to compare 2 values, 5 equal to 5. In that case, in computer terms, I'm comparing whether 5 left side value is equal to right side value. When I want to do like that, we have to put 2 symbol. When you want to do A equal to 5 means you are assigning the value 5 to A. Once again, let me share the whiteboard and explain you. See, there are 2 types of here thing. One is equal to. Another is double equal to. When I am just need to find the relations or comparison between 2 values to check both are same. Okay, both the values are same. Like I can give 7. This is 7. Okay, 7 equals to 11. Whether it is true, whether 7 is equal to 7, no, 7 is whether it. So when it comes to 7 equals to 7, yes, both the left hand side is equal to right hand side, so we will make it as true. In the previous example, we saw 7 equals to 11. So when it comes to this, 7 is not equal to 11, so the condition will become false. So when we discuss about relational comparing two values, left hand side equal to right hand side, we will use 2 equal to symbol. And one more equal to symbol exactly where we use means when we are assigning a value. See here what I have done. I have told a equal to 7. That means the value of 7 will store inside a name called a. B equals to 5. Name equals to Preeti. Like that, when we give that what right side is there, that value will be stored inside a name in the left hand side. So when I say a equal to 7, the value 7 will be stored inside a name equals to a. Okay. So we will give no a equals to thing. Then I'm giving d equals to 1. So when I say a plus d, a plus d. So what is the value of a? 7. What is the value of d? 1. What is the operator used? Plus. So my answer will be 8. Understood? So in this case, we will use single equal to. But this and all, once you start doing program, you will come across automatically. Okay. So relational operator. Let me share the screen. In when you take relational operator, first thing is equal to, which is used to compare two values, left side equal to right side. In that time, we will use this. Next, not equal to. When you want to check whether left side is not equal to right side, then you will give one explanatory symbol and then equal to symbol. And here we don't write anything in sentence like greater, GREATR and all. You will use only the symbols. And greater than means this is greater than symbol. I think this and all you only know. This is general mathematics symbol we use. This is lesser than symbol, and greater than equal to. In mathematics we will put greater than equal to, greater than symbol, and down we will put. But in computer keyboard we can't put like that, so we have to put greater than and then specify one equal to symbol. Then this will become greater than equal to, and this is lesser than equal to. So when we talk about relational operator, what are the symbols used? Means we have 6 things. One is equal to, not equal to, greater than, lesser than, greater than equal to, lesser than equal to. 6 operators are there under relational operator. So we have finished 3 operators. One is called arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operators comprise of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. Then we started with logical operator. Logical operator is as 3 things: and, or, and, not. Then third is relational operator. Rational operator is of 6 things, 6 operators. One is lesser, greater, equal to, not equal to, greater than, lesser than, greater than equal to, lesser than equal to. Till here we have finished. Now we will move on to bitwise operator. This operator, as per our portion is concerned, not much we will use. Maybe rarely we will use these operators. For example, when I want to work with a program only with binary numbers, I think you can know decimal numbers means 0 to 9 combination. When I say binary numbers, it is only zeros and ones. I think you would have studied about what is called binary number, decimal number, hexadecimal number, octal numbers and all in your younger classes. So when I say binary numbers, it is combination of zeros and ones. When you want to write program only with these binary values, then we will use these kind of operators. See, it says bitwise operator works on the bits and perform bit by bit. So when I work with zeros and ones, then think. But in computer concept, computer can store information only in binary numbers, zeros and ones. So when we, in computer term, it is very helpful. Okay. So what are the operators available under binary operator is, one is left shift. I have given set of binary numbers like 10, 1100 like that. I want to shift the values means then I can go for left side shift means left shift. For a double lesser than symbol, when you put it is left shift. Then you have a right shift, greater than symbol twice if you put it is right shift, and this we call it as one like a ulta S when you put. This will be available next to 1 in your keyboard. Okay, next to 1 key is there now. Next to that it will be there. It is complementary. If I give 1, it will become zeros. Complementary of 1 is complement, it will become 0 means 1. And 2 times this and symbol, when I put, it will become logical and. Only once if I put, it is binary and. In zeros and 1, I want to compare 2 values and I want to perform an operation means we will prefer binary and. Then binary or is there. That means 2 times pipe symbol if I put, it is logical or. Only 1 time pipe symbol if I put, it is binary or. Same condition only. When I have a set of condition, any one condition is true in binary numbers, then my binary operator will be true. Then binary XOR, this binary XOR will be reverse of this binary operator, but very rarely we use this operator. At least you should know the symbols, that's all. Okay, next we'll move on to assignment operator. Assignment operator is nothing but your equal to symbol. See, one equal to, that's what, so one single equal to I use, it is called assignment operator. Two equal to symbol when I use, it is called under relational operators, it is equal to symbol. Okay. One means used in assignment operator. Two equal to when I use, it will be used in the relational operator. Actually, in exam also, there will be one question asked, what is the difference between equal to and double equal to? If you have any notebooks in hand, take the difference. Difference between equal to and double equal to. This side, equal to side, it is a assignment operator. Double equal to side, it is a relational operator. Here, example is A equals to 7. That side, 7 double equal to 7. Third step, here value 7 is assigned to a variable A. The other side, 7, left hand side 7 is compared with right hand side 7 to check both are same. Okay, take down this, the common question, difference between equal to and double equal to. Next, we will see other operators, special operators which we have. Okay. Other remaining left out operator is one is size of operator. When I store a value, when I want to return the size of that, see, when I say what is your size of your mobile number, you will say 10 digit, correct? Everybody's mobile number will be only 10 digit. And if I say what is the size of your date of birth, 2 for date, 2 for month, 4 for year. So it is 8 in size. Like that, in computers, whatever I store a value, what will be the size of that particular variable and all. If I want to return, then I can go for this operator size of. Once we come across second and third chapter, when we use the size of operators, you will understand better. Then this ampersand, we saw here, this ampersand, single ampersand, we can use it for binary and operator. Apart from that, this ampersand can be used for address of a variable. Okay, coming classes, I will tell what is called address of a variable. Okay, then asterisk alone, that multiplication symbol, we call it as a pointer variable. And we have one more thing, question mark and column, one operator. This is called conditional operator. Question mark and column, we call it as conditional operator. So the concept of this question mark and column means when I want to check for simple condition, like A is greater than B. If A is greater than B, you have to print A is greater. Or if A is not greater than B, you should print B is greater. Like this one simple condition you want to give, you can use this operator and you can perform. Let me bring one whiteboard so that it will be easy for me to explain. So here we need to say about question mark and colon. I think I will change the color so that it will be visible for you. Okay, now, so how to use it? If, okay, you need to give a condition. If condition is true, then give a question mark. Okay, if condition is true, statement 1 will be executed. Otherwise, statement 2 will be executed. Actually, you can also write it down in your notebook. Actually, this notes is not given in the thing I have seen. Give the heading conditional operator. Symbol used is question mark and colon. The format for that is if actually in computer terms, the format we call it as syntax. Syntax for that is if I give a condition. If condition is true, statement 1 is executed. If condition is false, statement 2 is executed. If you have to see one simple example for this, we will write A equals to 7, B equals to 3. If I'm giving A is greater than B, A is greater than B, condition, question mark, I am telling print, here we use a term printf, okay, printf A is big, colon, otherwise print B is big. So here what happens, see, I will put everything in one line. What is the value of A? The value of A is going to be 7. 7 greater than, B value is 3. True or false? 7 is greater than 3. Since it is true, answer will be A is big. In case I am taking this, instead of this, I am taking A equal to 7, B equals to 13. Now you tell me what will happen. So A is 7, B is 13. Whether it is true means whether 7 is greater than 13? No. Condition is false. So in that case, instead of printing this side after colon, that's what I said. No, condition is true means statement 1. Condition is false means statement 2. So here it will print B is small. So in this example, it will print B is big. B is big will be printed as an output. Okay. So you take down the explanation. If condition is true, statement 1 will be executed. If condition is false, statement 2 will be executed. So this is how conditional operator work. So what is the symbol for conditional operator? So this concept is called conditional. So how would work? Question and colon. Okay, if condition is true, if this condition is true, this statement after question mark, immediately which statement is there, that will work. If condition is false, after that colon which statement is there, that will work. This is how it will work. Okay. We will go back to our PPT. So these are the different operators. So today's session, we started with the concept of operators. We have seen arithmetic operator, logical operator, relational operator, bitwise operator, assignment operator, and miscellaneous operators. Under miscellaneous operator, main important thing is size of operator. That conditional operator, what we saw, no, that is very important. Okay. In that video itself, I have given the notes for conditional operator. I want you people to write the notes and keep for conditional operator. And then here we will just see this chart and then we will move across. Precedence of operator. Precedence means yaar jasti post. Okay. When you take college, if you take, principal is the higher authority. Then comes the HODs. Then comes the staff. Then comes the students. Correct precedence. Who is the having highest authority? Principal is higher. Like that. Ishtu operators nodidvi arithmetic, nodidvi relational, logical, comparison. Who is given highest importance? Okay, that we should understand. So that we call it as precedence of operator. For all the operators available, this is how the seniority goes. Who is senior, who is junior will be discussed here. So first thing, importance is given for unary operators. Unary operators means here this plus plus minus minus. Actually, we will come across this unary term also in the upcoming classes. Unary operator. Usually unary means with only one. See, when I start only, I talked about operand and operator. Operand means the value I give, I call it as operand. The symbol I use to calculate, I call it as operator. When I use only one operand and perform anything, then I call it as unary operator. Okay. Don't get confused. You will come across all these things. So in this, the size of asterisk, plus plus, minus minus and all comes under the first preference. Wherever in the any program, if these symbols are used, for that only first importance is given. Next, give importance for multiplication, division and modulus. Next come importance for addition and additive. See, it is not additive. And one more thing, when it say it is multiplicative, that means combination of multiplication, division and modulus. And this is additive. Additive means it will include addition and subtraction. Then you have a shift, left shift and right shift. Then you will get your relational operators, then equality, then bitwise and bitwise or bitwise logical and logical or conditional operator, and all your assignment operators will come equal to, plus equal to another thing. Last is comma operator. This is the priority which we give when we work with all these operators. See, so many operators are there. When all these operators are used in the program, who's been given priority means based upon this chart. When I see multiplication and addition is there, system will do first multiplication first, then only it will do division, addition. Why? Because a higher seniority is given for multiplication, then only addition. Able to understand? Like that we will see. This is overall a priority. With this I stop. Tomorrow's class we will discuss about only precedence of operator for arithmetic operation. Arithmetic means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. Who is given importance? Okay. So tomorrow's class will discuss about precedence of arithmetic operators. So if you can remember today's concept is expected question. By default in all the question paper, this question will be there. What is operator? Explain the types of operator for 5 marks. It's not going to be so difficult. Just under each operators, you should remember the symbol and purpose of it. When I say plus, addition, minus, subtraction, slash, asterisk, multiplication, like that. Okay. One of the expected questions, so easily you can get 5 marks, full 5 marks. So we have discussed about the concept of operators of various type. So it is addition, arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, then binary operator, and then bitwise operators and other miscellaneous operators. So we have discussed all these concept of operators. So next week, today is next Monday, everybody will be writing online test on concept of operators for 10 marks. What is operator? Explain the types of operators. The entire question you will write as a test. I will send a Google link. You will write at home in front of your parents. Get the signature, write your name in the test paper, and you will upload. So Monday's test will be what is operator, explain the types of operators for 10 marks. Okay, and it is mostly expected question. So it's better if you study and keep it, will be easy for you to score also. Okay, so with this we stop. Go through this session. If you have any doubts, put it in the classroom app or put it in the WhatsApp group. I will be able to clear your doubts. Okay. With this we stop. We will continue in our next session. Have a nice day.